Education can challenge belief, but it cannot answer every question belief tries to address. Here's the issue. One of the most common assumptions in modern society is this: the more educated people become, the less religious they become. Many people believe this without hesitation. The stories sound convincing. A person enters university, studies science, read philosophy, learn critical thinking, questions assumptions, and eventually abandons faith. For many observers, the conclusion seems obvious. Education replaced belief. Knowledge defeated religion. Case closed. But reality is more complicated than that. Here's the context. Research has often shown a correlation between higher education and lower levels of religiosity in some science. This observation has fueled decades of debate. Some argue that education exposes people to better explanation of reality. Others argue that education simply changes the question people ask. But correlation does not automatically explain causation, because the relationship between intelligence and faith is far more nuanced than popular culture often admits. Here's the revelation. Education does not merely provide information, it changes how people think. Students are taught to analyze claims, examine evidence, challenge assumptions, question authority. These skills are valuable. In fact, they are essential. The problem arises when people assume that questioning religion is the same thing as disproving religion. These two are not identical. Questioning tests ideas. It does not automatically destroy them. The mistake most people make. A common mistake is assuming intelligent people become atheists. Religious people are less intelligent. History refuses to cooperate with that narrative. Many high influential thinkers maintain religious belief while contributing enormously to science, philosophy, and mathematics. Examples often cited include Isaac Newton, Blaise Pascal, Johannes Kepler. Clearly, intelligence alone does not determine belief. Something deeper is happening. Here's the tension point. Education often removes inherited certainty, and that can feel threatening. Many people discover that they believe certain things simply because their parents believed them, their church taught them, their culture reinforced them. When education challenges those assumptions, faith enters a testing season. Some beliefs collapse, others survive. Still, others rebuild stronger than before. Here's the scripture for us. Proverbs 18 verse 15. It says, "The art of discerning acquires knowledge, for the ears of the wise seek it out." Notice what this scripture does not say. It does not condemn learning. It encourages it. The pursuit of knowledge itself is not the enemy. Here's the deeper truth. The real issue is not intelligence. It is worldview. Education provides tools, but tools do not determine conclusions. Two equally intelligent people can examine the same evidence and arrive at different interpretations, because evidence is always filtered through assumptions about reality. Here's the deeper question. What worldview best explains what we observe? The conversation extends far beyond IQ scores and university degrees. Here's a correction for us. A mature faith should not fear education. Truth does not need protection from honest investigation. If a belief is true, examination should ultimately strengthen understanding rather than destroy it. The goal is not blind acceptance. The goal is informed conviction. Here are some verdicts. Education changes people. There's no doubt about that. It introduces new ideas. It challenges old assumptions. It expands intellectual horizons. But education itself does not force unbelief, nor does intelligence automatically produce faith. The relationship is more complex, because the deepest human questions are not merely what can I know, what can I prove, but also why I am here, what gives life meaning, what is ultimately true. And those questions continue long after graduation. That's just the simple truth. Christ is love.